I'm a volunteer deckhand, so help out with pretty much all of the etc. stuff, ship's maintenance. Deckhands help out with watches at sea, and looking out for other vessels, daytime and nighttime, trimming sails, setting sails, these sorts of things.
How long have you been on the boat, and how long will you continue to be on?
I've been on the boat since Portland, about a little over a week, and I'm only on for the U.S. branch of the tour, so I'll disembark in San Diego probably. Most of the crew stays on for 3-month segments.
Where's the next action?
I don't know. Usually don't tell us that until last minute.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully soon. Food's fantastic. We've got a really great group of cooks that rotate through the ship's unit. And they usually try to be really accountable to their sources in terms of using local and organic foods as much as possible. Our cook now, Ronnie, is amazing. I mean, he cooks all kinds of different food from various styles from all over the world. And they're really good about catering to dietary restrictions like vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, whatever people's requirements are.
So how many languages do you have here?
Our primary language that we all share is English. To work on the boat, you need at least a basic mastery of the English language. It doesn't have to be perfect, but functional. I don't know exactly how many languages we have, probably more than the number of nationalities we have on board, so most people speak more than one language. I would say more than 15. Any other?
Is it like docked in one spot or you're on tour? Is there like a home for the boat?
It's not really a home port. They're all flagged in the Netherlands, and the ship's unit office is in the Netherlands, but this boat, I think, has spent maybe a couple weeks there since it was built. They're all sort of constantly sailing around the world, and when they need maintenance, they find a nearby convenient place to haul out and do maintenance, but not necessarily a home port per se.
With the other two Rainbow Warriors, one is a hospital and the other one is destroyed. And then what
That's
other
correct.
boats are in the fleet?
Yeah, the other two ships that are in the fleet are the Esperanza, which is a large motor vessel. It's doing fisheries research off of Australia right now, and the Arctic Sunrise, which is currently in Russian custody, and that's our icebreaker. So the Arctic Sunrise does a lot of polar work, which is what it was doing when it was arrested.
How far?
Custody?
Yeah, do you all know about the Arctic 30 situation?
No.
Yeah.
How far away were they actually from Russian soil when they were?
I don't know exactly how far away they were, but I know they were not in Russian waters. They were, they were in international waters when the ship was arrested. And to catch people up who don't know about the situation, almost 2 months ago now, the Arctic Sunrise was involved in an action where people were trying to drop a banner off of an oil rig drilling in the Arctic because it's dangerous, really high likelihood for spills, and is going to keep contributing to the climate change that's destroying the Arctic already. The entire crew of the Arctic Sunrise was arrested, including 2 independent journalists that were unlucky enough to be on board, and they're all being charged with piracy and hooliganism, which are charges that can carry over 20 years in Russian prison. They've been in for 53 days as of today, and so we're doing everything we can to get international support to get them out. We've had a lot of countries, world leaders speaking out on their behalf, but at this point, really the best thing we have going for us is international pressure. So if you want to write letters, sign the petition, tell your friends and family, that'd be fantastic. They're really great people. I've sailed with about a half dozen of the folks myself, and passionate, committed activists, definitely not pirates.
Did the banner get unveiled or
Nope.
not even to that
They were
point?
confronted by Russian military almost immediately, so they backed off and canceled the action, and the ship was actually boarded later, quite some distance away from the platform. Any final questions?
How does it look
before-
for them getting out?
We're all keeping our fingers crossed. Like I said, they have a lot of people advocating on their behalf in different parts of the world. They're scheduled to go to court on the 24th if they haven't gotten out by then.
I know they've lessened the charge, I believe.
That was a press release that they put out, but it actually turned out to be false. They said they were going to drop the piracy charges to hooliganism, but they just added hooliganism on top of them. And so they're being charged with both at this point. Well, thanks a lot for coming. There's an amazing art show down on the stern if you want to check it out, with artists from all over the place doing art related to activism, resistance, and creating change in the world.
Thank you.
Okay,
thank you.
Okay, thanks. Keep up the